getting away. Number 4. Two cars in that sports sedan up to 2 litre non-logbook category. Then green light available and WRX underway. Quite a car, and Porsche people. Getting sideways in second gear, into third, back into second gear. Terrific. Cleaning. Category with Saunders to follow in the Ford Escort. Then we come back. Number 44, Conway, touring cars, pre-1980 and 1601cc to 2. Car number 58. Roberts in the Datsun 260Z. There's 2 of them in the sports cars 2 to 3 litre category. And
Hey, I'm a Datsun guy. Well, it's a 1976 260Z, running an L28 motor. Yep. But we're running an Adaptronic computer with it, and Gen V throttle body. So we've got 6 individual 45mm throttle bodies on it. Yep. And a LS2 coil pack. Yeah. So that's 3/4 of an LS2 coil pack. And we've got a trigger wheel down the bottom. Down there, mounted behind the harmonic balance, and she runs a close ratio RB30 gearbox.
VL gearbox for the players at home?
Yeah, RB30 gearbox. Yeah. And we run a 4.1 R200 diff with a limited slip in it. Yeah, just a clutch style.
Yep.
But I found it in Marucci Wreckers. I think that was covered in about an inch of dirt. I thought I was going to get arrested on the way home from Maroochydore back to Hervey Bay because I was leaving a cloud behind me. It was an uncovered load.
Yep.
It took me about 3 years to get her as she is, and I've been racing it now for about 4 years.
Yep.
So last year we ended up top sports car, top marked sports car, and 3rd outright at the Mount Cotton Hill Climbs for the series.
Okay.
So yeah, for a little car, heavy, 1200 kilo, 1170 or something with me in it.
Yeah.
No, she goes really well. Yeah.
And so you're happy with where the car is, like the stage it's at, or do you want to do more to it? Or?
Well, I was supposed to have a new motor for this meeting.
Yeah.
We're building an RB30, which is the VL Commodore bottom end, with a RB26, which is the late model Skyline head.
Awesome.
And we're running 48mm individual throttle bodies on it.
Okay, so you're going to keep it in A then?
Yeah. Mate, I'm at Mount Cotton, which is a power track.
Yeah.
I'm beating all the four-wheel drive Subarus. There's a twin turbocharged Mazda RX-7 that comes out there. I'm beating him by like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's just a really nice little package for that track.
Yeah.
The wheelbase, the track of it.
Yep.
That's just super. Eh?
Lotus Elise then. Getting another run. Time didn't come up previously in that Duffield in the P70. Duffield actually in car 21, the pre-1965, 1001cc to 1300 is Robbins in the Mini Minor. The Morris 850. When you can go to places, they call it the Mini and it's always been the Mini. Never been. Keep the full going.
It's what I've done with it is it's a standard motor, but I've done put some bolt-ons on to the exhaust. It's got the original turbo, which is this is a 6RS, which is the lightweight model.
Yep.
And it has all the 6s had titanium impellers in them, so they spin up pretty quick.
Yep.
I put a plasma induction in there, and one of the reasons I did it was that you get a bit of mid-range, but also it's the next size up throttle body.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I think it's standard they're like 69 and that's 78 or something like that. Right. And so I thought I'd get a bit more air in there, and I put this is a Group A airbox.
Yep.
So it comes in there, just a bit of cold air induction. It's got a little pulley on it.
Yep.
Crankshaft pulley. It's got a Race Tech sump on it. These things suffer from cornering oil surge.
Yeah, right.
And New Zealand company in Christchurch built a beautiful sump, and it's a 4-windowed sump, but conventionally usually the flappers are set up in a square situation. This is in a diamond situation. So when you're diving under braking, the oil goes into the front and hangs in there.
Yeah, okay.
Can't come back. So
Yeah.
it has plated diffs. It has a CAS front plated diff and a CAS centre diff and an RS plated rear diff. So I think one of the good things about this car is its traction.
Yeah.
It's quite light too. It's got Olin shocks on.
Yep.
Back and front. It's got AP 4-pot calipers and it has 4-pot mini rear calipers on with a brake bias.
Yep.
So the car's not fast in a straight line, but it's quite
Handles
tunable.
well, yeah.
It's tunable. and
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
You know, half these sprints, the road might be a bit broken up, or you know, you slow right down, so it's good.
That's right. I mean, you can go as fast as you want, I guess, in a straight line, but if you can't turn a corner.
That's right, and brake into the corner.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
carrying speed is I think the name of the game. So,
Yeah.
but it's a great little car. I've had it for 4 years.
Yep.
We've done tarmac rallies and hill climbs and circuit racing and all sorts of things.
So do you have an aftermarket computer or anything, or is that just
Yes, I
standard?
do. Sorry, it has an Apexi FC600, I think it is.
Yep.
And it goes off to the dyno from time to time, but not a lot. It doesn't. I don't spend a huge amount of time on the engine. As long as the engine's reliable, everything else is okay. It's got a really interesting clutch. It's a lightweight XCD Group A clutch, twin plate, and it's about a 7.5 pressure plate diameter. But the flywheel is nothing. It's about that thick. It's a beautiful piece of machinery.
So it's a twin plate clutch, like clutch plates themselves.
Yep.
Are they fingered, or are they just completely round, being twin plate?
No, it is 5-puck.
Oh yeah.
But it's got a cushion centre spring in it as well. And that's, I'm just trying to think of all the other bits and pieces. Got a little footrest in it, and I spend most of my time going through eBay trying to find some fish. So it's got a carbon fibre seat in it.
Oh yeah.
Cusco cage, and I put some diagonals in it.
Oh, so you have got a cage in there?
Yeah.
So you're happy with the car overall as it sits?
Yeah. I'm currently 4th outright. Yeah. So that's okay for a little car. It doesn't put. It's not a lot of horsepower. It's about, on the dyno last time it was 219 kilowatt at the wheels.
That's sufficient.
Oh well, new. I mean, when they put them out there, they're not far off that anyway.
Yeah.
But it's got good mid-range on them. It's really drivable.
Yeah.
I think it's got a rev limit of about 8.5, and so you can go from, say, 6 to 8.5, and anywhere in there it's got plenty of boogie.
Yeah.
Let's feel the width of that window. They made it's actually designed to be a motorsport car with no. When they brought them out, it has no sound deadening, no air conditioning, no radio, wind-up windows.
And so they've dropped the thickness of that glass to reduce weight.
Alloy bonnet, alloy front guards. So it was a great platform to start with, and there are not that many of them around. I really shouldn't be doing too much of this in case I stick it in the wall. But what else do you do?
Yeah, well, what else are you going to do? Sit in the shed?
Yeah, exactly. So it gets a fair bit of use.
Yep.
Alison drives it. The last 6 weekends we've had 5 meetings, so this is the 5th meeting, and so every weekend it's out there getting its ass pounded off.
And it's good, you don't feel it dropping off. Like you said, you've been out for 5 weeks, you don't feel it dropping off through the weeks?
I've had the head off it,
Yeah.
and I freshened the head up. Needed a set of guides that was blowing a little bit of oil, but the bottom end's perfect. I've dropped the big ends off. It's like brand new, and it's done 100,000 Ks. But I think they've been, when I got it, they were pussy Ks because it'd always been a road car and it had 16-inch wheels on it, and they were skinny little things, so you couldn't damage all the transmission and stuff by launching it and all the rest of it. So, but it's the gearbox is perfect inside, and really the car is surprising considering it was built to be a race car. It's really fixable and usable and
that's
and
good.
drivable.
That's what you want, something that you know your way around, something that's easy to work with.
Well, I'd rather drink beer on the weekends than be under the bonnet pulling things apart.
That's the way it is. Oh, that's good. Well, thanks, mate.
My pleasure, anytime.
Keep an eye out, Crooked Garage on YouTube.
I'll do that. Thanks,
in
mate.
class. Okay. So what particular class do you run in?
Class O, which is unlimited,
Okay.
over 4 litre.
Yep.
So special interest.
Okay. So what sort of car you got, mate, and what sort of things you done to it?
It's a VX Commodore.
Yep.
Started off as a VX Commodore, and I've got a 383 Chevy motor with a turbo 400 box.
Really? Can we have a sticky beat?
Certainly. Want to grab the other side?
Can't get me finger under it.
We'll just walk straight around the back and over the on the ground, look behind.
Yeah, it's nice looking.
Put. Yeah, boy.
Indeed. So are they downdraft? Are they Webbers?
Webbers.
Yep.
It's got 448 IDF downdraft Webbers.
Yeah.
An E85 methanol. It's got Victor Junior race heads. It's scat crank rods, pistons.
Yep.
And the extractors were custom made by Rob Bliss down in Brisbane.
Yep.
The whole exhaust system. So as you see, and so it's not a big horsepower motor. Puts out about 400 with the wheels.
Yep.
But it's got plenty of torque for pulling out of corners. So
Yeah.
it's
Well, certainly Prick Bowie is up. That's what we're here now.
yeah, that's the go.
So what size exhaust does it run straight
It's
through?
got dual 3-inch
Yep.
exhaust. Yeah. So.
Cool. And is this a 3-core radiator or?
Yeah, it's a 3-core, yeah. It's a hand-built custom radiator.
Yep.
So, but no, just run sweet power steering and E85 methanol.
Yep.
Same as the V8 supercars.
Yeah, okay.
Same fuel.
Is it, whereabouts are you from, if you don't mind us asking?
No, it comes from Toowoomba, Highfields.
Okay.
Yep.
So is the 85 easier to get around that sort of area?
No, we buy it through Ian Botcher Motorsport down
Okay.
at down Switch there.
Yep.
So he actually supplies all our gas fuel.
Yeah,
and
right.
we buy it off him anyway. So, but the Turbo 400's got 2800 Staley in it.
Yep.
It's just been manualised, fully manualised. So I run oil coolers on both the transmission and the power steering just to keep all the, because of the revs.
Yeah.
Try and knock some of the revs out of the power steering and transmission, try and keep it cool.
Yep. So are you happy with the car as it is, or you got future plans for it?
The car's been pretty good as it is. Yeah, it's really good as it is. So we're probably not going to do any more torque because traction's good.
It was impressive.
But no, just run a race. Fuel cell, aluminium fuel cell in the back end.
Yep.
And just half-inch fuel lines. And the rest of it you can just see as it is. It's all old school stuff.
Yeah.
So there's no fuel injection, no electronics. The only thing that's
Better
electronic
throttle
is
response.
the only thing that's electronic is the distributor. So.
Yeah. Yep.
But other than that, pretty much old school. So
So you say you're fourth in your class.
second. Yeah.
Second, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're right.
All right. So you reckon you're going to catch the other guy before the end
I
of the
haven't
day?
got a hope because he's got a 135i BMW twin turbo 6. So he's streets ahead of us actually.
Yeah, yeah.
So
This is
I'd
probably,
like to.
Well, yeah.
I'd like to, but
This is probably considerably more fun than a BMW.
yeah.